Ladies and gentlemen, I salute you once again in the name of the Almighty. Daniel Warisim is my name, the legitimate FUFA president. I would like to welcome you to our episode 15 of the Football in Captivity series. I hope you will still find it so interesting, enlightening, and educative. I also hope that you will still share this information with your networks. As promised in our previous episode, today's episode is about the role of the IGG in the continued existence of these illegalities, where Scoreline Investments Limited continues to hold out as FUFA, the National Association. IGG, IGG, the Inspectorate of Government. Someone may wonder, how does the IGG come into all this saga or fracas? We should understand that the role of the IGG, or the mandate of the IGG, is to promote just utilization of public resources. Omulimu gwa IGG okumakinga sure nti resources za government zonna bazikozesa mu butuufu bwazo. And I'll go further to say that the mission of the IGG is to promote good governance, accountability, and the rule of law in the public office. Good governance, accountability, and the rule of law mu offices of government. The vision of the IGG is a responsive and accountable public sector. Functions of the Inspectorate of Government. Functions of the IGG. Let me read to you 5 of them. Number 1, to promote and foster strict adherence to the rule of law and the principles of natural justice in administration. Okupromotinga oba okufosalinga strict adherence, okubanga bagoberera amateeka ne principles of natural justice mu administrations of government. 2, to eliminate and foster the elimination of corruption, abuse of authority and public office. To eliminate corruption or abuse of authority and office and public offices. Okuwebuula okukozesa oba offices za public mu bubi ye function endala IGG ina. The third functions of the IGG is to promote fair, efficient, and good governance in public offices, subject to the provisions of the Constitution, to supervise the enforcement of the Leadership Code of Conduct. 4th is to enforce the Leadership Code of Conduct. And 5th, to investigate any act, omission, or advice, or decision, or recommendation by a public officer or any other authority to which this article applies, taken, made, given, or done in exercise for administrative functions. And the 6th one, the last one, would be awareness, to make the public aware of its responsibilities or duties. So among all these functions of the IGG is to make sure that there is no corruption, to make sure that there is good governance and no abuse of the law, enforcement of the code of conduct, of the Leadership Code of Conduct. We brought the issues of these illegalities to the IGG in 2013. We were so excited and happy, and the public was so much excited to see that the IGG would come and put an end to this abuse of offices, of the public office, where National Council of Sports, by that time, the General Secretary of National Council of Sports, Mr. Jesper Gawesa, was the one doubling as also a guarantor of a private limited company that was feigning to be for the National Association. Actually, he was regulating himself, and that violates the Leadership Code of Conduct. Secondly, utilization of public resources as their mandate. public resources are being given to a private limited company, and National Council of Sports is in the know, and it has been the one protecting that illegality or that fraudulent scheme. We brought these issues to the Inspector of Government. First, we were so happy and excited that they were going to do the right thing. When they, I remember by that time, Mr. Sidina Asubo, who was the director legal in IGG before he went to the Financial Intelligence Authority, had wrote to the other FUFA Limited to bring all the documents and even the titles, the land titles of the so-called FUFA, which were given to them, and they were very clear. One, it was in FUFA Limited, which is in Kwanga Construction and Supplies Limited, that is FUFA House. Another one of Njeo Technical Center, which was in FUFA Limited, which has now turned to Scoreline Investments Limited. But we were so saddened that that process was put on hold. The IGG office was politically engaged by a few people who have selfish interests to deny the public the justice or the protection it deserves. I speak this with authority, but it is so sad as the IGG failed the public. These cases have been there and they are there, but you're looking on. Since then, we have never come to a conclusion of these matters. We once again came back to the IGG over the same issues, but still no conclusive decision has been made other than to promise us that they are still investigating on the matter. You know, and we wonder, a matter of public interest cannot take so many years. It is so sad. And all what is going on right now, the IGG office also, it has also played a part by not doing this, by not exercising its mandate and doing the right thing for the best interests of the public. Public resources continue to be swindled through these illegal schemes, and you are aware. Right now, I take this opportunity still to appeal to Mrs. Mulia Gonja as the IGG. We once again say, and we are again coming to your office, do the right thing for the betterment of our children and grandchildren to come, and your children too, and the better Uganda. We should all do the right thing. A true definition of a leader is that leader who does the right thing, not who does things right, in the right way, but who does the right thing. So we call upon the IGG office to do the right thing. Today I'll end here. All these illegalities that are going on, we came to your office and you did not help, or you did not do what we expected you to do. So these illegalities continue to exist. It is sad, but it's true. But like we said, we are not going to stop at anything, not until we get the justice that we so greatly deserve. We can only sleep safe sound in our beds only when our families are safe. So for now, IGG, you have a duty to do. Let me stop our episode here, and we hope to catch up with you next week with our episode 16, when we shall be talking about the role of courts, the role of court in this continued existence of these illegalities. Stay blessed. I always remain Daniel Walusimbi, the legitimate FUFA president. Ciao.